When Solomon had ended his prayer, fire came down from heaven and consumed the burnt offering and the sacrifices, and the glory of the Lord filled the temple. The priests could not enter the house of the Lord, because the glory of the Lord filled the Lord's house. When all the people of Israel saw the fire come down and the glory of the Lord on the temple, they bowed down on the pavement with their faces to the ground, and worshipped, and gave thanks to the Lord, saying, For he is good, for his steadfast love endures forever. Then the king and all the people offered sacrifices before the Lord. King Solomon offered as a sacrifice 22,000 oxen and 120,000 sheep. So the king and all the people dedicated the house of God. The priests stood at their posts, the Levites also with the instruments for music to the Lord that King David had made, for giving thanks to the Lord, for his steadfast love endures forever. Whenever David offered praises by their ministry, opposite them, and the priests sounded trumpets, and all Israel stood. Solomon consecrated the middle of the court that was in front of the house of the Lord, for there he offered the burnt offerings and the fat of the offerings of well-being, because the bronze after Solomon had made could not hold the burnt offering and the grain offering and the fat parts. At that time Solomon held the festival for 7 days, and all Israel with him, a very great congregation from Hamath to the Wadi of Egypt. On the 8th day that they held a solemn assembly, for they had observed the dedication of the altar 7 days, and the festival 7 days. On the 23rd day of the 7th month he sent the people away to their homes, joyful and in good spirits, because of the goodness that the Lord had shown to David and to Solomon, and to his people Israel. Thus Solomon finished the house of the Lord and the king's house, all that Solomon had planned to do in the house of the Lord and in his own house he successfully accomplished. Then the Lord appeared to Solomon in the night and said to him, I have heard your prayer and have chosen this place for myself as a house of sacrifice. When I shut up the heavens so that there is no rain, or command the locusts to devour the land, or to send pestilence among my people, if my people who are called by my name humble themselves, pray, seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and heal their land. Now my eyes will be open and my ears attentive to the prayer that is made in this place. For now I have chosen and consecrated this house so that my name may be there forever. My eyes and my heart will be there for all time. As for you, if you walk before me, as your father David walked, in doing according to all that I have commanded you, and keeping my statutes and my ordinances, then I will establish your royal throne, as I made covenant with your father David, saying, You shall never lack a successor to rule over Israel. But if you turn aside and forsake my statutes and my commandments that I have set before you, and go and serve other gods and worship them, then I will pluck you up from the land that I have given you, this house which I have consecrated for my name. I will cast out of my sight, and will make it a proverb and a byword among all peoples. And regarding this house, now exalted, everyone passing by will be astonished and say, Why has the Lord done such a thing to this land and to this house? Then they will say, Because they abandoned the Lord, the God of their ancestors, who brought them out of the land of Egypt, and they adopted other gods and worshipped them and served them. Therefore he has brought all this calamity upon them.